What is happening, YouTube? Rebel1705 back with some more Pokemon action for you guys. Now today I'm doing a speculation video for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire coming out in I believe like 140 days, something around there. So basically what I'm going to be doing is the top 5 Pokemon I think deserve a Mega Evolution in this video, and throughout the week I will be uploading 2 or 3 of these videos, releasing any new information that we get. Not necessarily leaks, but you know, my speculation. So the first Pokemon I believe that deserves a Mega Evolution is definitely Nidoking. Now these images that I have about to come up, they are not necessarily what is going to be, you know, the design for the Mega Evolutions. They're just fan art that I found that I thought looked pretty good. And as you're about to see is Mega Nidoking, and the design we have here. He has some spikes on his tail, some new spikes, some more spikes coming out of his knees, it looks like, and some more armor plating. It looks like are now what look like metal daggers or knives or something like that. They come out to a tip, it looks like, on his left and right arm. I believe the design looks good. I think they'll probably keep him poison ground. If any other thing, I could see steel, just because of the blades, but I don't think that they'll change anything about it. It'll probably just stay the same, because the blades don't really add too much steel factor in, so he'll probably just stay. Stat changes, he's definitely going to get some more attack, possibly get some more special attack. I would hope he would get more attack and defense, just because he does have a good physical move pool, but also his special move pool is equally as good, and with sheer force, this could make him a special sweeping monster. I mean, honestly, if you got a special attack raise, you know, that would be pretty ridiculous. I know in this case his attack is his max stat, I believe, and then it goes special attack, if I'm not mistaken. It could be his defense, but not sure. Probably the ability. I doubt they'll change his ability or anything like that, because there's really no point. I mean, sheer force is just gonna wreck everything if he gets a special attack raise. But my hopes, I've always liked Nidoking as a physical attacker, so my hopes is he'll get the attack raise and defense raise and be a freaking tank. Next one we got coming up, I figured I would do some Kanto and some Hoenn. We have Milotic. Milotic's an awesome water type Pokemon. I figured that they could add like a fairy type in there, as you know, if it mega evolves. I found this image. Like I said, these are not necessarily going to be what the Pokemon look like on the game, but these are just some images, some fan art, like I said. Now I saw Milotic, I saw a bunch of different designs, but basically they're all the same, just different poses and stuff. I believe this one could possibly be legit. I've watched a few other videos and things like that, but I would hope they would introduce fairy type if it's going to mega evolve. It would just help it out. It would give us another strength against dragon type Pokemon. In this case, you know, ability probably wouldn't change. I know it gets marble scale and like competent or complete, or I don't even know what the hell the ability is called. I know it starts with a C. I haven't really played with Milotic recently, but I know it does have a new ability. I don't know if it's like I can't even remember the name of the abilities. Wonder? I don't even, fuck it. But yeah, anyways, I could definitely see the fairy type, and it would help it out a tremendous amount, you know. Stat raises, special attack, and special defense. That's its 2 highest base stats to begin with, so why wouldn't it get, you know, those raised? At that point, it's just going to be able to take special hits all day long without the shadow of doubt. It's definitely going to be OU if it gets these stat raises, and like I said, if it gets a fairy type, it's definitely going to be a big threat in OU with all the dragon type Pokemon that are in there already. So watch out, OU. Milotic's coming. I don't know what tier it's actually in right now. It might already be OU, and I'm sitting here sounding stupid. And depending on how high its stats go, I mean, I doubt it's would move into Uber. But there is the possibility there, because there's a lot of dragon types, and it could take some freaking hits especially. So third Pokemon is going to be Metagross. Everyone loves Metagross and wants to see a Mega Evolution for that. I was trying to find, it was between Metagross and Salamence, and I was trying to find Salamence because I personally, I don't know, I like Salamence a little better, but I couldn't find a good Mega Evolution picture for Salamence, so I just said screw it, went with Metagross. Found a few different images for him, but I like this one the best. It's actually Metagross, and as you can see, his X has rose a little bit and actually come up into a little point and sharpened, and come down a bit as well around his body. He's got more spikes, and his arms have now come up to a point as well on the top. Colors change slightly, which makes me think they could switch the typing from Psychic Steel to like a Psychic Fire or either a Steel Fire, which I think they would probably keep the psychic part of him, just because he floats. That would be the only thing I would even see him possibly, but I don't know, with the red in his, glowing, the only other thing I could see was possibly be dark type. They could throw in there somewhere, but he's probably going to keep his typing. I wouldn't see, any reason in really changing the Psychic Steel to a fire. He's definitely going to get an attack raise and a defense raise. As that's what Metagross is, his 2 highest base stats are. That's just basically what I'm going on. Now, like I said, people, these aren't necessarily the images or the, what the Mega Evolution is going to look like if these Pokemon even do get Mega Evolutions this game. I know we might know a few that have already been revealed. I don't know if any actually have. I'm still trying to get caught up a bit with all this. Like I said, these are speculations, so do not hold me to it. But yeah, anyways, we are going into the next image soon. This is probably one of my favorite Pokemon, besides Charizard. I know you guys know that. But anyways, yeah, Metagross deuces. We're about to go into Arcanine now. Arcanine definitely deserves a Mega Evolution. I mean, all it has is Rowlet and Arcanine since freaking Gen 1. Like, we've been dealing with this shit since Generation 1. And they're going to give Charizard 2 forms, but they're not going to give Arcanine one yet. So this is the image I found, pretty much all the same when I went to look for Arcanine. So this could possibly be, the image that we're looking at, guys. The only thing I would change about it is the flame coming out of its tail, maybe more towards the back where it looks like, it's not necessarily coming out of the tail, but coming out where the tail comes out. But other than that, the design looks great. So Arcanine is a plain fire type. The only thing I can see them maybe adding, I mean, I think they should add fighting to it, to be honest, with the shin pads and stuff, and just the way the Arcanine looks. I think they should honestly add fighting type to it, so we would have another fire fighting type. Which I know there is a lot of them, but I really couldn't see them adding any other typing to them if they were going to. An ability change, they could possibly give him Drought. That would be fucking awesome if they gave him Drought, but other than that, he's probably just going to keep the same ability. I couldn't really see anything else. What he's got? Intimidate, Flash Fire. I know he's got one more, I believe. But I'm not really sure what the other ability he gets is. So he's definitely going to get an attack and a speed raise. That's his 2 highest base stats. And that's Arcanine is a freaking beast when it comes to a mixed attacker, a all-out special attacker, or a physical attacker. He's got good speed, decent special attack, and really strong physical attack. So Arcanine could be a threat possibly coming up in OU. I'm not sure actually what tier it's in right now. Probably it should be UU, I would imagine. That's what it's been in for the longest time. So I think it's UU. And I used to use Specs Arcanine. I might use it in an upcoming showdown battle. So stay tuned for that. But the last Pokemon we have for you guys is a Weezing, and Weezing is all-out poison type. It definitely needs a Mega Evolution. I mean, it's a good special. I mean, a good defensive wall. It has a good move pool. Will-O-Wisp, can really damage a physical hitter. But I see a typing change with this image, and what's leading me to believe it's going to be changed to a Poison Fire, which I don't believe we've ever seen. But it kind of looks like a coal in this point, and it looks like there's, the smog is turned to like fire-looking, dirty stuff. And it also has 2 heads below with also the faces. I know Weezing only has 1 face, or 2 heads in these, the regular Weezing, and I could definitely see this, becoming the Mega Evolution for Weezing. It's got the red X, which also leads me to believe that it's going to be a fire type as well. So stat changes in this Pokemon, I could see possibly it getting a defense raise, which is more than likely if it gets Mega Evolution, it's going to get a defense raise, a special attack raise, and hopefully a special defense raise. because Weasling's special defense really isn't that great, and if you get hit by a psychic move, you know, you're pretty much done-ski. So if we could get a little bit more on the special defensive side, that would be alright, but I doubt it. It's probably going to be defense and special attacks what they're going to raise with this Pokemon. But like I said, changing it to a poison fire, I believe there's no poison fire type Pokemon right now, which would be awesome, you know, just to switch it up a little bit. But without further ado, that is the video. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys are hoping for when it comes to Mega Evolutions in Generation, well, I guess this is Generation of 3, right? Yeah, Generation 3 remakes. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below, and without further ado, this video is done, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a new showdown battle. Peace.